Hey there, Starcraft 2 community. This is Xerent, and this is game number 2 of a best of 3 matchup between Lucifron and Nerchio. And this will be played on the map Tall Dream Altar, so a very big macro map, especially for the Zerg players. And Lucifron will be spawning as the Green Terran on the top left of the map versus Nerchio spawning as the Blue Zerg on the bottom right of the map. And spoiler alert, last game, Nerchio did end up losing, so Lucifron was able to come away with the win. So Nerchio is currently down 1 game, and I feel like Nerchio did have that game in the bag, especially coming back, evening out the workers killed, but his micro just wasn't there, I guess, in that game, so that forced him to be down 1 game. And I'm also starting to see the effects of casting 1 game after another. Haven't casted a best of 3 before, and I'm already experiencing dry throat and all the other various symptoms such as AIDS, herpes, etc. You know, it gets pretty intense, guys, casting games one after another. But anyways, back to the game. Lucifron is getting up his barracks first, as well as his refinery, and assuming, yep, Nerchio is going for that fast expansion, as he has been showing pretty much every game so far. I haven't seen him once go for a spawning pool or a gas first. So it looks like a standard game so far out of these two. Just depends what Lucifron is going to be going after he gets that barracks up. It does look like he has his 3 workers in that gas. And it does look like he is building a tech lab, so pretty much the same so far as last game. As we go back to Nerchio's base, he hasn't yet built a yes, he has built a spawning pool. I'm assuming at around 15 supply, and I am also assuming he's going to be getting up a extractor soon, which is just what he's doing. So I'm probably like 10 for 10 right now, folks. I have gotten everything right so far. It does look like Lucifron is able to find out Nerchio's base, and he is scouting now with an SCV, and Nerchio is able to find Lucifron's base, but I am pretty sure that's blocked off right there, so Nerchio won't be able to get in, but he will be able to see that tech lab, and not too much else is coming from Lucifron. He did get up that orbital command, and is his scout still in here? Yes, there it is. So Lucifron was able to see all the scouting information he needed. Does look like Nerchio doesn't have any workers on the gas yet. Oh, he is putting them on now, so he's going to be able to get that speed out or a lair. And I feel like we're going to be seeing a fast lair, folks, so that's going to be my guess. That'll see if I am for 11 for 11 or 10 for 11, so we'll see. Even though that's not the real numbers, but, you know, just exaggerating a little bit. And it does look like Lucifron has decided to get out a Reaper first, so we'll see if this is going to be able to get any kills, just like last game. Nerchio is forced to pull away a few drones, and he's able to get 1 kill so far, 2 kills. And the Lucifron's micro with this Reaper is very, very good. Maybe not as many kills as last game, but he is able to get 3 kills, so 150 minerals. I think that would pay off if you had a Reaper. You know, it's only 50 minerals, 50 gas. As we go back over here, it looks like Nerchio is getting his Overlord over there. And boy, these guys are slow. So hopefully he will get that speed later. And it looks like Lucifron is pretty much going for the same exact build. He's getting that Infernal Pre-Igniter, the Blue Flamed Hellions, and he's getting out a Hellion from here and getting the fast expansion once again, as well as another second gas up. So we're seeing pretty much the same exact play from both of these players. It does look like Nerchio got that 100 gas, and he's putting that towards the metabolic boost, and he's also putting 3 more drones onto that extractor to get a lair later on. And it just looks like Nerchio is just going to be macroing up right now, continuing to produce those drones and get all the necessary ones that he needs. And when we go to Lucifron's base, it does look like his orbital command just finished, and he is getting that starport with the reactor on, so same build as the previous game, as I said before, and it's going to be interesting to see if Lucifron can do the damage that he needs to do. The only thing I see different is Nerchio does have a spine crawler up there, and the first Hellion is actually out on the map as well as the second. No kills on either of them right now, I believe. Nope, no kills on either of them. And it will be pretty hard to get by all of these defenses right here, especially with a few Zerglings right here. But if they can definitely get a few kills. He was probably waiting for that pre-igniter boost to be finished. And it does look like Nerchio is getting up his lair right now, and as well as another extractor. And these Hellions I don't think they're going to be able to pay for themselves here. They're not going to be able to break the defense right here. But if they do, that'll be fantastic for Lucifron. It does look like he is getting up his expansion, though, a lot faster than last time, which is exactly what he needed to do then. But it looks like these Hellions might be trapped here without getting many kills right now. But he is able to run away, saving 2 of them. And they both have 4 kills. So only 4 kills out of there, about maybe a little bit more. Any workers killed right now? Just 3 workers killed for the green Terran, and only 1 worker killed for the Zerg. And it looks like Nerchio is going to be running across the map with all of his Zerglings right now. And if he can get in here, I think he can do some pretty good damage. Just surround that Hellion, and he's going to be able to do a lot of damage like he did last time when he ran into that base at the end of the game. And it does look like he's also getting up another expansion, so a pretty early expo, I feel like. It's at the 8-minute mark. Not too early, but it's definitely good to be ahead that expansion as a Zerg player. And as we go into Lucifron's base, it pretty much the same exact build still as last time. He's probably going to be switching into a lot of Marines and tanks. Lucifron must love this build. And Nerchio did just miss his chance, I feel like, when Lucifron only had that 1 Hellion out on the map. And I'm just going to take a quick drink right now. So, Lucifron only had 1 Hellion out there. And that was his chance to move in, I feel like, to do some damage. But I guess it is quite a wise decision that he didn't. He didn't want to be too cocky and lose all of his units. But as we go back to Nerchio's base, it does look like he hopefully will be getting his upgrades on the way. He is getting that glial reconstitution, so... Oh, what was this over here? Any workers killed? 17 workers killed, so it looks like there was a Hellion drop, and those Hellions were able to do a lot of damage. And just like last game, you know, Nerchio's got to be ready for that. Maybe you should see that as a sign and put up a spine crawler here, as he doesn't want to get attacked again, which he is doing. And he's also getting out that infestation pit a bit earlier than last time, which is exactly what I want to see. But as I've been saying before, where are the Banelings? As we can assume, Lucifron's main army composition will be mostly Marines with a few tanks. And it looks like he also has a few Hellions in here, 4 of them. And Banelings are just gonna roll over those and kill them all, especially with splash damage and everything. But an infestation pit isn't bad either, so it looks like he's gonna be going a nice Roach Infester play, which you know, that's pretty good, I guess, against the composition that Lucifron will have. It does look like he's building another factory as well as a barracks. So just straight Marine tank play, standard, very standard, that of what we're seeing from a Terran player. And he is building another expansion, so hopefully he'll expand over to here. Yes, the rocks are already gone. It looks like these Zerglings are still just chilling out over here, and they're not going to quite see that dropship right here with a bunch of Marines in here. So hopefully they'll be able to do some good damage here. At the same time, there's some Hellions moving out across the map, so hopefully a nice little dual drop here. All the Hellions have to do is take Nerchio's attention away from this drop that will hopefully be coming soon right here. And that was kind of like a movie. Oh, a nice Marine drop coming soon. I don't know, guys. Go along with it. Does look like Nerchio will be getting up another hatchery right here. So 4 base, 2 3 base in a little bit. But it looks like it will be 3 base, 2 3 base for just a few seconds or a minute or so. Where did that dropship go? It's right over here, so Lucifron might be able to cancel this hatchery, though I would like to see him drop right here, as there's nothing defending these drones, and he'd be able to get a lot done. And it does look like Nerchio's armor level 1 is being completed. Lucifron is going to be able to stop this expansion, so Nerchio will have to cancel this, which I assume he will soon, as his army's up here. Yes, Nerchio does cancel it. And Lucifron just drops it out again just to kill that drone and possibly the Overlord. As we go to Nerchio's army, though, it does look like he's moving out the map with a pretty sizable Roach army. Compared to Lucifron's, what is that, like 20 Marines about? With a lot of tanks, though. I feel like Lucifron will be able to easily defend this army. Nerchio is going to be moving in, though. He doesn't have Burrow or anything, so... Especially meeting this planetary fortress, maybe he'll be able to kill a lot of SCVs. Let's see, 4 workers killed so far, not too many, and it does look like at the same time Lucifron is dropping over here, and he's going to be able to kill about 10 more drones, which is a big amount, and Nerchio is only able to kill about 8, so as I was hoping, Lucifron did drop on this ledge and he was able to kill a lot of workers. So we go to the workers tab. It looks like 64 to 63. So wow, this is a very big macro game so far. Just both players are getting ready to decide what army they want to get. It looks like 76 drones, 263, so it just goes to show how many or how much Zerg can macro back to the drone count that they need. And I hope Nerchio just keeps expanding throughout the maps and just gets a bigger army and keeps producing one that'll just overwhelm Lucifron's army in the future. And it does look like Lucifron is feeling pretty safe to move out across the map to the middle, though he does have to be safe, especially getting caught unsieged would be awful. It does look like he is able to siege before this army gets to him. And Nerchio doesn't really have a big army right now. Yeah, he has a few roaches, but I just don't see too much from him. I feel like the Terran, with the position that he'll have, especially with his tank siege, will just be able to wreck that army. Though we'll have to see how good he is with his infestors, if they can get off any good fungal growths, because it doesn't really look like Lucifron has too many medevacs. No, he only has 4. And as we go to his base, though, it just looks like he's continuing to produce a lot of those Marines. I would like to see a bit more production facilities, especially barracks with those reactors on it, as he's hovering around 400 minerals, it looks like, 500 minerals, pretty much every second of the game. It does look like he is getting up another command center, though, and getting his upgrades. And I'd also like to see a reactor onto that, but it does look like we have a pretty big battle in the middle of the map. Looks like Lucifron was caught unsieged, and Nerchio was probably able to get a lot of good fungal growth out, as it looks like the Marine ball that he had has diminished to just one little tab right here. It does look like this expansion is up, so Nerchio is going to be able to produce additional units, as well as hopefully saturating this base very soon. As we go over here, there's a command center there and there, so Lucifron is looking to double expand, and Nerchio is going to be going in, but at the same time, Lucifron is moving across the map with his army to take out this expansion, and Nerchio just doesn't seem like he can decide what to do, but it looks like he's going to try to push his way up this ramp. He needs to cast a lot of fungal growths, which good fungal growths are going down, but Nerchio GG's out of there. And Lucifron's able to move out across the map and take out his expos with a pretty sizable army. And basically what it came down to, Lucifron had 2 armies, and both of those 2 armies could defend Nerchio's one big army. So, fortunately for Nerchio, he has lost this best of 3. And I'm not too sure what I'm going to do, because I'd like to upload 3 videos, so maybe I'll cast the next one right now, or I'll see who's going to win. And, you know, hopefully it's Nerchio that wins, so it can bank a tie 1-1, and I can upload the 3 videos. If not, then I'm uploading just the first one and this one. But thanks for watching my video, guys, and expect more from me in the future, and have a great day.